This is a Celestron 2-inch eyepiece and filter kit. Brand new, I've seen these in the $400 range, discounted to as low as $330, $350 for like Black Friday, that type of thing. This particular unit is used. I purchased on used market, so that explains the scratch here. And it's possible the contents may not be exactly the same as a new kit. So I'm getting a set of documentation here. There's two little keys for the keyed locks here. They're really not high security keys, but it is something where you can keep this latched and locked. So we're getting here a 2-inch star diagonal. And you have also an included 1.25 inch to 2-inch adapter here. So this will allow you, if you have 1.25 inch eyepieces, you can put them into this adapter. All right, I found the first danger of buying a used equipment. There is a screw here. It looks like this guy here broke off in this thing here, and so that's sticking out just slightly, so that will have to be removed, and then I will need to purchase 2 more of these thumb screws if I want to have all 3 screws in this setup. Alright, so at the other end of the 2-inch mirror star diagonal, we have a SCT thread adapter, so this will go on your telescope, you screw that on. Now this does remove, and so if you want to use this on a telescope that doesn't have SCT threads, you take that piece off and they include this guy, which will screw in there, and this is basically just a tube, so you can then insert this guy into any telescope that uses a 2-inch tube. This is the 1.25 inch eyepiece adapter, so you can put a 1.25 inch eyepiece in there, put it into this guy, and then use a 1.25 eyepiece with that. So there are 5 2-inch filters. You basically have yellow, blue, green, red, and orange. I haven't really used colored filters too much, but they came with the kit, so I might give them a try. So my kit came with 2 sheets. So this sheet talks about how to take the mirror diagonal from the SCT threads just to the standard 2-inch tube, and the black is blank. This one does exactly the same thing, but the back has the different colored eyepieces, and it kind of recommends what you can do with each of these different eyepieces and what they're useful for and which planets they're best on. So it comes with 3 of these Elux eyepieces. So you have a 26mm, your 32mm, and your 40mm. And it also comes with a 2X barlow. And the barlow comes with a adapter here. So this is the 1.25 inch eyepiece adapter, or you can take that out and use that with any of these eyepieces. So essentially that makes this a 20. This guy goes down to a 16, and then this guy here goes down to a 13mm eyepiece at that point. So each of these Elux eyepieces has a fold up eye relief or eye cup here. So it's not the highest quality eye cup, it's basically a piece of rubber that folds back and forth, but it certainly does the job. Optically, they all look to be in good condition. So the Elux eyepieces are kind of their starter set. They're not like super expensive, but the kit price is still a pretty good deal for getting these 3 eyepieces in the kit. So a reasonable amount of the value of this kit is the carrying case, because when you start getting lots of eyepieces, it's nice to have the organization where you can basically store all of these guys. They all have their spot, and then you can also, carry it all out in one piece. All right, so the case can be locked. It'll keep kids from getting in unless they're really destructive and yank on it really hard. The keys, work. They just go past a ward and allow this thing to turn and unlock, and then it's super easy to open. So I guess the keys are better than not having keys on these, but I don't plan on using them. So the case does have feet on the bottom here. I appreciate being able to just keep your eyepieces in one thing one thing you bring out, you basically can use it to just store everything, put them in and out. If you're using it frequently, you probably wouldn't be using the plastic bags. I just dropped a desiccant packet in the bottom of each of these bags for storage right now. Now, I already have one of these attached to my telescope, so I might take that out and I might put an atmospheric disturbance corrector in there and use that for planetary viewing. So it fits nicely on this wooden dolly I made to roll my telescope around, and so it's just a nice place to store things. I don't have to worry about dust getting on them or lizards crawling across it out in my garage. Alright, so as a used purchase, this looks pretty good. So all the eyepieces looked fine. The only problem is the little scratch on the top here and the fact that this screw is broken off. So I'm going to have to be able to extract that screw. Now I have my own diagonal, so I don't need to use this right away. And so I'm not in a big hurry to extract that, but I'll just have to purchase 2 more of these thumb screws and extract that guy.